Oleksandr Usyk.
The Juggernaut, Joyce, a giant with aspirations to dethrone Oleksandr Usyk after defeating formidable opponent Joseph Parker. With terrifying power and extravagance, determination and desire, can he defeat the Ukrainian to enter the history of boxing? Or will he get the first and most disastrous defeat of his boxing career?
Look, he's going to try. He's the highest available. I hope it'll be competitive.
Let's take a look at the video, but before we jump in, remember, like, subscribe, tap that icon bell. That way you don't miss out on any updates from Boxing Insane. Joyce calls out the Ukrainian world champion after smashing Joseph Parker to become a WBO mandatory challenger. Joyce knocks out Joseph Parker in the 11th round of their fight at the AO Arena in Manchester on Saturday. It followed a fight that saw the Juggernaut get the better of the New Zealand fighter Parker with a huge left hook. Despite getting back to his feet, the referee calls it with 63 seconds remaining in the penultimate round. The victor noted that his opponent had got better and put up a tough fight in Manchester, but ultimately, the Kiwi boxer was fatigued. The battle wore out both corners. Then he immediately looked ahead to the idea of taking on Oleksandr Usyk. Besides, Joyce's victory means he is WBO mandatory challenger, so he called out the Ukrainian who had just won back-to-back fights against Anthony Joshua. Usyk is ultimately a very popular man with the possibility of a unification fight with Tyson Fury, and the Ukrainian's also considering other fight offers for 2023. He also said he plans to fight just 3 more times before retiring. However, having to confront Joyce is inevitable, so let's put these two in comparison. Let's take a look. Both Usyk and Joyce have one thing in common. They're undefeated heavyweights, well, at least for now. However, what is important is who the fighters they defeated were. Although Joyce is a recent name emerging in heavyweight thanks to victories over some famous heavyweights like Parker, Daniel Dubois, and Carlos Takam, but Joyce is a potential and formidable opponent with an unbeaten record, 15 wins with 14 knockouts or TKOs. Therefore, he's quite dangerous. As for Usyk, to this day, he's undefeated with 20 consecutive wins, both in cruiserweight and heavyweight. However, some of the opponents he's defeated are not only formidable heavyweights, but top boxers, like Anthony Joshua, Derek Chisora, and Murat Gassiev. For Oleksandr Usyk, let's look at his strengths. He's a good boxer. He's got speed, excellent boxing brain, and timing. He hits hard, he's durable at heavyweight, and he's a formidable foe for any top heavyweight. The big thing is we've seen him against respectable top-level Anthony Joshua, so we've got a lot to go on. Usyk outworked AJ, scored enough shots in an amateur contest, and nixed the win. But one thing's for sure, Usyk's elite level is no less than that of the Gypsy King. Weakness? No one's perfect. Neither is Usyk. Tyson Fury would be a hard fight for Usyk, and the size difference in style is a major factor. Wilder might find Fury's hard to hit, but once he does, it may be all over for Usyk. Let's look at Joyce, his strengths. He's 33, heavy-handed, slow, methodical, accurate, and he has a good chin. All these traits are similar to George Foreman. Joyce will go to the center of the ring and tee off, clubbing shot after clubbing shot, big heavy swings that land anywhere and they hurt, and he can knock an opponent out. Importantly for Joyce in a faster, more dynamic heavyweight division, he's got good stamina, he punches consistently, and he doesn't punch himself out. Many will have seen him boxing an impressive first-round KO over Joe Hanks at the Staples Center at the Fury vs. Wilder undercard. Although blink or grab a snack, you'd have missed it. Weaknesses? Joyce is not a technical, gifted boxer. Most commentators and critics are quick to say Joyce hasn't got good speed, agility, movement, or punch selection. Joyce only seems to have one gear. He doesn't switch up tempo. He's very predictable in his boxing style. What does Joyce have to do against a near-perfect Usyk? Joyce needs to play his strengths and not try to rectify the weakness. He needs to learn he'll never be able to learn what he needs to learn in time to utilize it. He'll never have time to learn the wide arsenal of punches that needs to be called on. He's never going to move gracefully enough to be elusive. He's not going to be a big technical boxer. But he doesn't need to be. He needs to be a George Foreman impersonator. Foreman boxed a long career and was the oldest heavyweight champ in history. Joe has the opportunity to emulate that and perhaps break that record, especially when he's up against a giant as smart and talented as Usyk. If Joyce finds a trainer that can do that, he'll reach the stars. At 33, he has a limited time before he's not able to compete at the top level. That means he's fast-tracking his progress, taking on significant opponents with higher risk with each passing fight. So who do you think will be the winner between these two, Oleksandr the Cat Usyk and the Juggernaut, Joyce? And when will the match end? Leave your comments below and let us know. And don't forget, like, subscribe, tap that icon bell. We don't want you to miss any videos from Boxing Insane. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.